Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another planning video, and it's one that I get so many questions on, so many requests about, and that is how I meal plan for the week. I do a meal plan every single week for our family. I print it out every Sunday. I do my weekly shop from that, and I stick it on our fridge. I do not meal plan for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I will show you guys exactly what I do meal plan for, but it's mainly just dinners and some lunches depending on which family members need that. So that's just how I work it, and it's what works for our family. I really recommend meal planning if you have a family or if you're cooking for multiple people. I think it helps to save money as well, because I know from in the past, whenever I didn't have a meal plan, I would constantly spend so much unnecessary money on food that we didn't need. I would just blindly shop. I call it blindly shopping, where you're just putting things into your shopping trolley and you don't even really know if you need them or not. I can't stand that. I hate that so much because I've wasted so much food and so much money doing that in the past. So meal planning is just a really good way to save time, save money, and to basically eliminate that headache from your life. This is an example of our meal plan. This is this week's meal plan. You may have seen it if you follow me on Insta stories. I tend to share them every week, or at least I try to when I remember. I will do a little close-up so you can see, but I basically just do the date at the top, and then I put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I only ever meal plan Monday to Friday because generally on the weekends we kind of do whatever. We have usually got one takeaway or like takeout night, and then sometimes on the other day either we'll eat out or we'll be at like birthday parties and we'll just be doing stuff. So I tend to keep that open. If we do end up eating at home one of those nights, it's usually going to be pasta or something that's really easy and simple that I just make like without kind of thinking, and I always have ingredients for anyway. So I don't do a meal plan for Saturday, Sunday. I try and keep the weekends less structured than the weekdays, because our weekdays are very, very structured. You'll see on here that I have lunch for me, and then I've got lunch for Eduardo, and then I've got dinner. I don't know why that went italic or italic. The only reason that I put lunch for myself is because I just like to know what ingredients to buy for myself. Jonathan, I like to eat something different every day. It does vary. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I swap them if I'm not feeling like, say if tomorrow I'm not feeling like quinoa salad with feta, avocado, olive oil, and lemon juice, I might swap it for a chicken and cheese sandwich. I have no problem doing that. I just have it there as a guide of what to buy when I'm doing my weekly shop, because I do like to eat something different every single day. Eduardo's gets written down because he takes a packed lunch to school, so I make his school lunches the night before, and I generally just do sandwiches. So you'll usually see like sandwich fillings or like sandwich options on the menu. It's nothing fancy, but it's just something that I like to plan in advance because I do make his lunches in advance. Emilia's not on there because she gets school dinners. Alessia usually eats either something similar to me, or she eats leftovers from the night before, from the dinner before, because it's usually too much. And then dinner is self-explanatory. Like I'll always meal plan dinners, because to know what ingredients I need to buy, to plan out with the family what they want or what they need. For family dinners, I usually plan in a specific way. I try and keep and save all of my meal plans either on my laptop or on my phone in my notes app. It kind of depends on what I'm doing on the Sunday that I start the meal planning. If I'm out, I'll do it on my phone. If I'm at home, I'll do it on my laptop. Recently, I've preferred to do it on my laptop just because I do my shopping online as well, so I have everything in front of me. So I will generally keep all of my meal plans, and then so that we're not having the same thing every single week, I'll just rotate between like say 3 meal plans. What I try to do also is I get a meal plan from Emilia's school for her school dinners, and I try to plan around that. So for example, on a Monday, she generally has pasta for lunch. So I will try not to make pasta on Mondays. just to kind of give her some variety so that she's not eating the same thing at school and at home. So I always have a copy of her school canteen meal plan on hand, and that rotates on a 3-weekly basis as well. So I'll always have that on hand, and I'll kind of try and plan the meals so that they're not the same as them on any given day. The other thing I try and do, which you can see from this list, is I try to alternate between red meat, chicken, fish, and veggie meals. So I try not to do too many meat meals, too many chicken, too many veggie. I just try and alternate between all of them. Now, there is a lot of compromising going on just because Jonathan and I have very different taste buds. We have very different tastes when it comes to food. That has always been an obstacle in our relationship. Like, we just have completely different tastes, and if it were up to me, I would eat, because I'm half Italian, I grew up eating pasta 4 times a week. So if it were up to me, I would eat pasta probably 4 or 5 times a week, and generally eat either seafood or vegetarian dishes. Jonathan is the complete polar opposite. He's not a big fan of pasta. He loves potatoes and meat, like most men. And so he has a very different palate to me. So I've tried to kind of incorporate both. Generally it's me who's compromising and not so much him, but that's just how it's kind of worked in our family always since we've had kids. So I will just kind of run you through some of the options that I have for dinners this week. For Monday, we've got corn tortillas with beef mince. So that's beef, obviously. Kidney beans, salsa, avocado. Tuesday, chicken stir fry with baby corn, peppers, broccoli, cashews, and whole wheat noodles. That's another staple in our house. Wednesdays are always date night. So Jonathan and I go out on a Wednesday night, so it's just the kids, and it's usually something easy. Generally, I'll do either fish fingers, because it's not me making it. It's usually the babysitter makes this. So I will do either fish fingers or an omelette or something like that. This week it's an omelette. Sometimes they also go to their friend's house on a Wednesday, so they don't always eat what's on the menu. It just kind of depends. Thursday is roast pork chops with baked apple, green beans, and onions. And then Friday is baked salmon with sweet potato wedges and broccoli. Baked salmon is like a staple in our house too. We probably have baked salmon at least once a week. We definitely have fish once a week. Some other favorites of ours are prawn curry. You guys have seen me make that before. Spaghetti bolognese is not really something that Jonathan enjoys, so if we do have that, it's usually with a different kind of pasta because he just doesn't like spaghetti. I keep our meals for the week pretty basic and nothing too fancy. It's generally like stir fries or baked meat with vegetables. We love sweet potatoes in this house, so we eat them quite a lot. And I have never been one of those mothers that will make separate meals for kids or husbands and wives. I just like everybody to eat the same thing. So I've got a lot of questions about that before, like, do our kids eat the same as us? And yes, they do. They eat at a different time than us. That just works better for our family because Jonathan and I are always working until 6, and they like to eat at 5 because their bedtime is earlier. So we do all eat the same things, we just eat at different times during the week. At the weekends, we all eat together. I don't believe in giving them something separate. I think they should eat the same thing. Even if they don't eat everything on their plate, I just encourage them to try everything. I know I've done a video before on fussy eaters and how to cope with them, so you can check that out if you want to watch that video. So that's pretty much everything that I do to come up with our meal plans for the week. I usually do them on a Sunday, like I said, and then I do my weekly shop, which arrives on a Monday morning, and I have all the ingredients for the week, and I shouldn't need to go again, but generally we run out of stuff and I inevitably have to do like a tiny little shop on a Friday or something like that. It just always happens, no matter how hard I try. But it does definitely help to save money in the long run to do up a meal plan, and I really recommend it if you are struggling to come up with meals for the week or family dinners. I know that this has definitely helped our family a lot, and it's something that I now could not live without. So I really hope this video will help you guys. I will put a copy of this probably on my blog, but check Insta stories as well. I generally do put them on there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.